has done more to stand up to racism. Is now being demonised as a racist, bigoted party. And I've got to say, I think our party's response has been partly responsible for that. Because in my opinion, I never have, I've got to say, we've backed off far too much. We've given too much ground. We've been too apologetic. For being an anti-racist party, and we've done more to actually address the scourge of anti-Semitism than any other political party.
You can see it in England right now, the attack on Corbyn. And there's enormous fear, including the Labour Party, the old Labour Party, the Guardian, the idea that you might have a political party that actually represents the general public and its interests and suffering people abroad and is led by a decent human being. That's
for saying that it's one thing after another with Corbyn. And if it had just been this private meeting with a Holocaust denier in 2014, I would forgive those making excuses for him, though I saw the writing on the wall a long time ago as my regular... listeners would know. But on top of meeting with a Holocaust denier, you go to a wreath-laying ceremony of a terrorist. You defend an anti-Semitic mural on the walls of East London, suggesting it shouldn't have been taken down. You're meeting, as I say, with Holocaust deniers. Then you refuse to accept an international definition for anti-Semitism that Holocaust campaigners for remembrance want you to adopt, and that all of the Jewish community unanimously want you to adopt. Then on top of that,
Corbyn has really caught on in the UK. Jeremy Corbyn is the lefty. He's taken over the Labour Party. The Labour Party was full of people like Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and Al Gore, and he's getting rid of them, or he's turning them. And so now, get this. He's now polling ahead of the Tories. Now Labour, Oh, God, do you remember all the stories they had printed about how he's going to kill labor, Jeremy Corbyn? Remember that, how they kept... So now they're doing a thing, now that he's going to take over, now they're starting to really smear him. Now they're calling him they're going to call Jeremy Corbyn an anti-Semite. Believe me, if they could have called Bernie an anti-Semite, they would have. Believe me.
In reality, Corbyn and Bernie Sanders lost, and they both played the same cards.
Well, Corbyn managed to get a lot further than any of the pundits, any of the experts predicted. He did something, as you know, completely historic in this country in terms of the surge that he saw. So I think what we did see is proof of concept that when you lead with ideas, it is possible to engage non-voters. If he had had more time, if he hadn't been starting from such a depressed point, and we could talk a lot about the role of the media in getting him to that point, and the role of the Labour Party in getting him to that point.
But there has to be, I mean, the problem is there is a weariness of the disintegration of the political class in both countries.
Well, I see a lot of hope emerging when policies are put forward that are bold. You know, I think we've been living in the legacy of Reaganism and Thatcherism, and the sturdiest part of that project was not just, you know, Ronald Reagan saying that the 9 most dangerous words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Think about that in the context of Katrina. Think about it in the context of Grenfell Tower, right? People are actually ready for there to be a functioning government that actually is able to help people and improve daily life. But the sturdiest part of the project was Thatcher's, was there is no alternative. And it's the spell of that message is finally starting to wear off, and people are starting to believe that they might be able to build something better.